Hello dear students, let's discuss one another topic from our chapter life processes. As we know that life processes are the certain essential process which used to keep running inside the body of a living organism to sustain the life. So in our body there are certain functionings which we need to perform on day to day basis. Every day we need to perform the digestion, respiration, transportation or circulation. Likewise that we also need to perform the excretion. Now what exactly this excretion is? So in today's class we will discuss about the process of excretion in organisms. As we know that living organisms are made up of the cells, and inside the cells several biochemical reactions are going on continuously. These biochemical reactions lead to the formation of the toxic or poisonous substances, and they also create the imbalance of water and salt inside our body. Removal of these toxic substances, removal of these toxic substances is known as excretion. So whenever we used to talk about the term excretion, we used to say due to the chemical reactions which used to take place inside the cells of our body, several toxic or poisonous substances are formed, and removal of them is known as excretion. The best example, even during the oxidation of food, carbon dioxide is formed, and now removal of this carbon dioxide from our body is also termed as excretion. At the same time, during these chemical reactions inside the cells, there will be a imbalance of water and imbalance of salt. So, the another important term what we used to discuss over here is named as osmoregulation. What exactly it is? Process of balancing the water and salt concentration in our body. So whenever we used to discuss about excretion, along with it we also used to discuss about the osmoregulation. So we need to remember that our body is made up of the cell. Inside the cells chemical reactions are going on. These chemical reactions lead to the formation of the toxic or poisonous substances. Removal of these substances from our body is named as excretion. At the same time, these biochemical reactions lead to the formation of imbalance of water and salts in our body, and the process by which we used to maintain the iron or salt or water concentration in our body is named as osmoregulation. This is important for MCQ. Now, when we start to discuss about the excretory organs present in human body, we used to classify it into two main parts: primary excretory organ and secondary excretory organ. Primary, their main function is to remove the metabolic waste from our body. Example, paired kidney. They help in formation of urine. Okay. So we used to remove the major metabolic waste from our body in the form of urine. There are certain accessory excretory organs which are named as secondary excretory organs. Their main function is different, but along with their main function they also used to perform excretion. For example, liver helps in the formation of urea. The large intestine, this is large intestine, help in removal of ions. Skin, help in sweat formation. Lungs, removal of carbon dioxide. And saliva, help in removal of certain ions and drugs. So they used to perform several different important functions, but along with it they also help in the removal of metabolic waste, so they are named as secondary. Primary, which major function is to perform excretion only. Now, when we start to discuss in detail about the excretory system of human, we used to say that this system is made up of paired structures and unpaired structures. The structural unit is kidney, paired है, present inside the abdominal cavity but towards the backward side. So, kidney is located towards the backward side of abdominal cavity. It is a bean-shaped organ inside which urine will be formed. From the kidney, this urine is carried out towards the urinary bladder by the paired ureters. So, the ureters used to carry the urine from kidney towards the urinary bladder. Then, bladder used to store the urine temporarily, and then with the help of urethra, we used to release this urine into environment, and this releasing process is known as micturition. That process is known as micturition. Now, let's understand this process with the help of diagram. There is a paired structure named as kidney. Right kidney is located below. Though the size of kidney are equal, size of both kidney are equal, but right is located below, right is located below due to presence of liver, So right is located below in compared to left due to presence of liver. Inside the kidneys, renal artery used to bring uncleaned blood. Whenever we use the term unclean blood, means it contains urea in it, more urea in it. Whereas, so renal artery will bring the unclean blood. Inside the kidney, this blood will be cleaned with the help of nephron. These nephron are the structural and functional unit of our kidney. Now, they will clean the blood, they will form the urine. This urine will be carried out by the ureters. So, these ureters carry the urine towards urinary bladder. Whereas this renal vein, it used to carry away the clean blood. Clean blood means contain least amount of urea in it. It contains least amount of urea in it. So this is the diagrammatic representation. Both the kidneys are equal in size, but right is located bit below due to the presence of liver. Inside the kidney, renal artery brings the unclean blood, the blood which contains more urea in it. In kidney, the structural or functional unit is present, which is named as nephron. These nephrons help in the formation of urine. Functional unit, they help in formation of urine. The formed urine is carried out with the help of ureters towards the urinary bladder. Inside the bladder, this urine is stored temporarily. It is stored temporarily. Then these sphincters used to get opened and we used to release the urine into environment with the help of urethra. Now, for MCQ, you need to remember that renal vein contain the least amount of urea, whereas hepatic vein contain the maximum amount of urea. Why so? We will discuss further. Now, यहाँ तक clear हुआ? We are discussing about the topic excretion. जब भी हम excretion की बात करेंगे, we will say our body is made up of the cell. Inside the cell, several biochemical reactions are going on. These chemical reactions produces the toxic waste. Removal of these toxic waste is known as excretion, whereas balancing of water and iron inside our body is named as osmoregulation. Our excretory system perform two functions. Our kidney perform two main functions. One is excretion, removal of toxic waste, and second one is osmoregulation, balancing of water and ions inside our body. Now these toxic waste are released out from our body in the form of urine. The excretory organs are divided into two categories, classified into two categories. Primary, major function is excretion, kidney. The secondary, which used to perform excretion as an additional or accessory functions. Their examples are liver, large intestine, lungs, skin and saliva. Now, this is the structure of our human excretory system. It made up of paired kidney, paired ureters, unpaired urinary bladder and unpaired urethra. Inside the kidney, renal artery brings the unclean blood and renal vein carries the clean blood. Unclean, clean को compare करें. Unclean contain more amount of urea, clean contain least amount of urea in it. Now, the structural and functional unit of kidney is nephron. Now, inside the kidney, two regions are present, the darker cortex and lighter medulla. The darker part used to get embedded inside the lighter regions only. Now, these nephrons are the structural and functional unit which help in the formation of urine. Now, this is the actual structure of nephron. The renal artery further divided into the branches and form afferent arteriole. It lead to the formation of a membranous structure, glomerulus, then efferent arteriole. This is Bowman capsule, capsule-like structure. Furthermore, the tubular part, proximal convoluted tube, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tube, and collecting duct. This efferent arteriole innervates the tubular part and further used to get connected with renal vein. So this is the actual structure of nephron. Now, how it used to work? Now, you need to understand first that what is the functioning mechanism of excretory system. It used to get completed in two steps. The excretion process used to get completed in two steps. The first is formation of urea, which used to take place inside the liver. Since it is formed inside the liver, so from liver the vessel which used to carry the urea contain the maximum amount, and that is our hepatic vein. So hepatic vein used to carry the maximum amount of urea. You need to remember, 1 mark question aa sakta hai, and this entire process is named as ornithine cycle. The urine is formed inside the nephrons of the kidney, and it is a 3-step process: ultrafiltration, selective reabsorption, and tubular secretion. How it used to take place. Now see, यहाँ पर renal artery से blood आ रहा है. If you will see the difference between the diameter, afferent arteriole is having larger diameter and efferent is having least diameter. As a result, pressure is created over here and blood start to get filtrate. This filtrate enters into the Bowman capsule and it will lead to the formation of primary urine. So this primary urine is formed due to the process of ultrafiltration and contain useful as well as waste product. So it contains glucose, water, urea, ions, drugs, etc. We just want to remove the toxic waste and we want to sustain the useful products like glucose, water, ions inside our body only. So now what happens? The second process used to take place near to proximal convoluted tube. Near to it selective reabsorption takes place. What exactly it is? Reabsorbing of useful product. What is this reabsorption? Reabsorb of useful products. Now, the filtrate or primary urine will move further on, will enter into the loop of Henle. Inside it, water used to get absorbed. The filtrate will move further near to distal convoluted tube. Near to distal convoluted tube, near to it, tubular secretion takes place. Now, so the urine formation is a 3-step process. First is ultrafiltration. This is our first step. Second one is selective reabsorption, and third one is tubular secretion. फिल्ट्रेट होगा. फिल्ट्रेशन के बाद में इस फिल्ट्रेट में प्राइमरी यूरिन में यूजफुल और वेस्ट दोनों प्रोडक्ट प्रेजेंट है. इनमें से यूजफुल को हम रीएब्सॉर्ब कर लेंगे. रीएब्सॉर्ब करने के बाद यहां से यूजफुल प्रोडक्ट लाइक वाटर, आयंस, they will enter into the blood vessels, and waste product like urea enters into the distal convoluted tube. Finally, inside the collecting duct, liquid is present named as urine. This is urine. So 3-step process is there. Filtrate होगा, यूजफुल प्रोडक्ट को हम एब्जॉर्ब कर लेंगे, एंड देन ट्यूबुलर सिक्रीशन होगा जिसमें हम यूजफुल प्रोडक्ट को वापस ब्लड वेसल्स में भेजेंगे और वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट को डिस्टल कॉन्वोलेटेड ट्यूब में भेजेंगे. इन द एंड इन कलेक्टिंग डक्ट ए लिक्विड इज प्रेजेंट विच इज नेम्ड एज यूरिन. सो फर्स्ट यूरिया फॉर्मेशन हुआ इनसाइड द लीवर, देन यूरिन फॉर्मेशन हुआ इनसाइड द किडनी, inside nephron of kidney. ठीक है, formation of urea inside the liver and urine in kidney. Ultrafiltration, due to the difference between diameter or afferent and efferent arteriole, blood used to get filtered inside the Bowman capsule. The filtration contains the useful product as well as waste product. The process by which we used to reabsorb the useful product is known as selective reabsorption, and then there will be exchange of useful and waste product near to distal convoluted tube, which is named as tubular secretion. Now, once the urine is formed, this urine will enter into the renal pelvis part, then inside the ureter, urinary bladder, and with the help of urethra we will release into micturition. Now sometimes our kidney becomes unable to perform this function, and that condition is known as renal failure. So renal failure is the condition in which kidneys are unable to clean the blood. Now there are two type of treatment, short term and long term. In short term treatment we utilizes the process of dialysis, whereas in long term treatment we used to suggest the kidney transplantation. It's over for excretion. Thank you.